Hey guys, how's it going? BCHD here and welcome back to another FIFA 18 career mode video on the channel. Guys, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button and that notification bell and make sure to like the video if you do go on to enjoy it. So today guys, forget about the youngest flexer of the century, we have the youngest wonder kid of the century with Borussia Dortmund's YOUSSOUFA MOUKOKO in FIFA 18 career mode. Moukoko is only 13 years of age, yes 13, and has been tearing it up for Borussia Dortmund and Germany in the under 16s and 17s, and there has scored 30 goals in 16 games. Absolutely amazing stats for a 16-year-old who hasn't even played a professional game of football yet. He's absolutely tearing it up. Here is his transfer market profile. Born in Cameroon but is of German nationality, so he does represent Germany in that sense, but he's born in Cameroon and has absolutely been tearing it up. Look at those stats, 30 goals in 16 games. That's like Messi and Ronaldo numbers on steroids, and he's only 13 years of age. Remember, he can play striker or left wing or right wing. And yeah, I can't believe he's only 13, but we've put him into FIFA 18 career mode just to see how he would fare and how he would perform with this Borussia Dortmund team. As you can see there, the main man, Moukoko, the striker, 13 years of age in that Borussia Dortmund team. Around him with Royce, Philip, all the other wonder kids as well. And because Borussia Dortmund are just such a great wonder kid talent factory that can produce such good talents in their team, it would fit perfectly for Moukoko to reject all the big offers and stay with Borussia Dortmund in order to, develop his career further. As you can see there, his stats, I've tried to, make it, watching his highlights and watching all his goals and assists, try to make it as balanced as possible for a 13-year-old, remember. So he has got pretty decent stats, 71 rated, not too high, not too low. He's got 4-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot. He's 5'4", pretty much the same height as Insigne for a 13-year-old. Just based off the videos and stuff, because I couldn't find his height anywhere online, so I just had to guess that he was around probably 5'4", not that tall as a 13-year-old, but he is from Germany. He will be playing for the German national team and is a striker. I couldn't pick left wing or right wing for his player, but we're going to get straight into simulating this throughout the seasons. We're going to see how Moukoko grows in the end. As you can see there, he is pretty short, 5'4", a very, very short striker slash winger. We're going to see how he grows, how he develops in this Borussia Dortmund team at such a young age of 13. We've put him in FIFA just to see how he goes. He's got 82 pace, 69 shooting, 60 passing, 75 dribbling, 64 defending, and 46 physical if he was an ultimate team card just there. As you can see, 4.3 million in value, 19k wage. He's sporadic team player for now, but hopefully he will grow in the future seasons as we simulate on into the future seasons. But it's going to be pretty exciting to see if he's going to get added into FIFA in the future years, or he might be even added into Football Manager if the right things go. As we can see here, with the first season, Borussia Dortmund comes 7th, pretty mediocre for them, but we're going to see how Moukoko does, and it looks like he's gone up to a 76 rated player. 5 growth for the 13-year-old wonder kid. As you can see there, slotted in perfectly. He's unhappy at the club, unfortunately, but he's going to have to stick with us as he is our main striker that we're trying to play. He's played 11 games, scored 0, assisted 0, and he's grown 5. That's pretty decent after no training whatsoever. Did not train him, just simulated the whole season through. He just played 11 games as it is, and has gone up 5, which is pretty decent. As you can see, the acceleration, sprint speed's gone up, his reactions gone up, all his physical stats pretty much, except, agility and balance haven't gone up. Technical, of course, all of that's gone up. Beautiful growth of the 13-year-old there, slotting straight into the first 11 for Borussia Dortmund. Hopefully can grow into that place and maybe even represent Germany in the future. It's got me thinking we're going to have to wait a long time to see Moukoko added into FIFA 18 career mode. And let's see how long Borussia Dortmund call him up into the first team to play some first team action in real life. Maybe even Football Manager might add him in, maybe if he turns 15 or 14, but we've reached the end of Season 2. Moukoko was a 76 last season. Borussia Dortmund had gone up to 3rd in the league, with Leverkusen winning it by 1 point against Bayern. We're going to see how Moukoko does in his second season, see if he can even get a goal or assist to his name. And it looks like Moukoko has had a slightly better season than last season, going up by 6. That's one more than his first season at Borussia Dortmund, and he's proven he has a potential to be special, as you can see there, as his status, which should be a very, very good sign for the coming seasons. But here we have his stats for Season 2 in Borussia Dortmund's first team, and he's played 18 games, getting his first goal for the team in 2 seasons, and getting himself 2 assists as well in the season. Very, very decent numbers for a 15-year-old in the first team. As you can see there, his pace gone up to a 90, shooting at an 84, dribbling at an 88. Very, very decent stats. Acceleration, sprint speed gone up by heaps. Interceptions even going up there, jumping as well, and of course his technical all across the park except for his long passes going up there, finishing going up by 18. Volleys in the double digits, going up to a yellow stat. Marking, ball control, dribbling, finishing, it's all happening for Moukoko at 15 years of age. He's got to be one of the most sought out talents in the world at this time in the FIFA simulation. What a player he's turning out to be. Moukoko, YOUSSOUFA, Germany's finest talent, coming through here. 36 million, 0.5 million worth there. 22k a week, 3-year contract. And yeah, what a player he's turning out to be. The end of Season 3 is upon us, and we're going to have a look to see if Moukoko can even better himself from the last season. As you can see, Dortmund there with coming in 3rd 2 seasons in a row, trying to get Moukoko up in the stats, trying to get Moukoko's first silverware for the club. And as you can see here, he's gone up to an 86 rating, gone up 5 overall, 1 less than last season, but he's consistent, going up in a lot of stats and overalls every season. His 3rd season, a much, much better season than last season. He's played 31 games, a lot of game time for him, getting 14 goals, and that is a pretty decent ratio, pretty much a goal every other game. Something similar like that, but his pace has gone up to a 93, 89 shooting, 70 passing, 94 dribbling, 72 defending, which is pretty decent. His acceleration, sprint speed, agility, balance has all gone up, attacking positioning even, stamina as well, which is pretty decent for a now would-be 16-year-old. And it's just proving the point that Borussia Dortmund can develop such talent such as Moukoko, with his technical stats pretty much all going up except long passing, his ball control in the dark green, shot power, long shots. He's got it all, this man, and he's getting there with a £75.5 million valuation there. As we skip towards his specialties he's gained over these 3 years, he's a poacher, speedster, distance shooter, clinical finisher, and a complete forward at 86 rating for 16-year-old is absolutely insane. He's got so many more years in him, and he will be such a gem in this Borussia Dortmund side and in the Germany squad as we approach the Euros and the World Cup. But we have a look to see if he gets top goal scorer in the Bundesliga, and with 11 goals in the Bundesliga. As you can see there, Guerrero, our top goal scorer, our left back, with 16 goals, which is quite surprising. We're going to have a look to see if he got any assists, but he didn't. And yeah, pretty decent season for the breakout star Moukoko, and hopefully he can translate this into real life, into the Bundesliga, into Borussia Dortmund. We're all keen to see it, but we're going to simulate our last match against Borussia Mönchengladbach just to see how he performs in this simulation. He's number 19, of course, because that's his number in real life for the national team and for Dortmund, and he gets a goal in the 7th minute, but Pulisic comes off injured there. He gets his 12th goal of the season in the Bundesliga. Meanwhile, Pulisic is getting an injury in our last game of the season. He gets a double right before halftime in the 43rd minute, which gets his tally up to 13 goals in the Bundesliga, which is even better than we hoped for. And as you can see here, nice comfortable 3-0 win against Mönchengladbach. It's Dahoud with the 62nd minute goal to make it 3-0. And what a way to end the season there with a great win as we approach season number 4, the last season we're going to have with YOUSSOUFA Moukoko in this team. And as you can see, Borussia Dortmund have won the league here against Bayern by 7 points, 75 points from Dortmund, 68 from Leverkusen, 68 from Bayern, and 66 from Schalke. Pretty good season from the boys in yellow. And we're going to have a look to see how much it was Moukoko influencing that turnout in the table. As you can see here, team coming together nicely. I've made a few signings so that this team can flourish around Moukoko and that Moukoko can have the best possible players around him, as he has hit a 90 rated player. He's one of the world's best at 17 years of age it would be. He's gone up by 4 in this season, his lowest yet, but it's made him hit that 90 potential, that 90 rating, and as he's played 42 games, what a season for a 17-year-old to play. What stamina for a youngster, but he's got 42 games, 26 goals and 4 assists. The 17-year-old Moukoko absolutely killing it there with 98 pace, 93 shooting, 95 dribbling, 72 passing. This man is unstoppable. Moukoko, the German, absolutely tearing it up for Borussia Dortmund in this 4th and final season with Moukoko. 22 in game, but his stats are absolutely insane, growing and growing each season. His technicals haven't looked as good this season, but they're still continuing to grow. High greens, light greens everywhere, dark greens even, worth £105.5 million. This man is an absolute machine, and we've given him a new contract there, 220k a week for a 17-year-old player. Is crucial for our squad. And as you can see here, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of gameplay against Chelsea in the Champions League final. With the guidance of Moukoko, we've ended up in the Champions League final against Antonio Conte's Chelsea, and we're going to give you a bit of gameplay here of Moukoko. As you can see, he's there in game, very short player, but he's a 90 rated complete striker. As you can see, the 17-year-old getting a great start off to this Champions League final, getting his goal in the final, his first goal in the final. It will be good to see if he could do that in real life and get some silverware. He's already got the Bundesliga under his belt at 17 years of age, and he's on the hunt for that Champions League trophy. Maybe even the youngest winner or the youngest even scorer, maybe. I'm not sure about that record, but 17 years of age, and he scored in the Champions League final. I'm going to have to see if that one's a record or not. But as you can see here, Chelsea aren't letting go here. Morata on the attack, trying to get through our defense, and I don't know what was going on, but the ball bounces straight back to Morata, and he gets a nice little goal straight off kickoff. And Morata is cheering there, getting the equaliser for his team in the Champions League final. But we're not going to give up that easy, as Leon Bailey puts the ball through to Naby Keita. And the two signings I made throughout the simulation behind the scenes link up to get us 2-1 up in the Champions League final against Chelsea. And we're absolutely killing it at the moment. Moukoko's joining in there with the celebrations. Number 19 absolutely getting involved, and it's 2-1 to Borussia Dortmund. Lovely link-up play between the lads, but Moukoko, from what I felt with this one game, he was just fast, zippy. He felt so good on the ball. Such a low center of gravity, such great control, and as you can see, they're just whizzing past the defense, and he slots one right under Courtois in that bottom left, putting it low and hard in the corner. Nice little finish there from the 17-year-old. He's got himself a double in the Champions League final. I'm not sure how many 17-year-olds have done that, but it's YOUSSOUFA MOUKOKO getting him a 3-1 up against Chelsea, and he's just slotted that one home. Absolutely brilliant finish from the man, the number 19. And maybe if Borussia Dortmund's under 17s make the Champions League final, he can make some brilliant goals like that and maybe translate this form into real life. And can he get the hat-trick here? Yes, he does. He is such a good player, 90 rated, makes it 4-1 to Borussia Dortmund, and it looks like he's getting his hands on the Champions League trophy. Thanks to Moukoko, he nets himself a hat-trick against Courtois, and he is absolutely loving it. The players absolutely loving it, the fans are loving it, and I made him captain just to make sure he holds the Champions League trophy. He lifts it up in front of the crowd and touches it beautifully there, gets a little dink on it, and it goes straight into the goal past Courtois, and he's having the game of his life as it ends 4-2 to Borussia Dortmund. A hat-trick for Moukoko. Asensio there, not looking too happy for Chelsea, but he's gone and done it. YOUSSOUFA MOUKOKO, now the 17-year-old, but the 13-year-old wonderkid for Borussia Dortmund, tearing it up as of late. Maybe based off this FIFA 18 career mode simulation, he could turn out like this in real life, but it's just an experiment, just a simulation to see how he would fare in FIFA. But it would be awesome to see him develop and, transform into a world-class player in real life in the future. But I'll leave you guys with the celebrations, the Champions League celebrations with Moukoko and his teammates. He's absolutely deserved it, netting a hat-trick, and he lifts his second piece of silverware. And what a season it was for Moukoko, lifting the Champions League, getting a hat-trick in the final and winning the Bundesliga, a double for Borussia Dortmund. And it's all thanks to that man Moukoko with a great season, 90 rated wonder kid. The 13-year-old has a bright future and hopefully it turns out a little bit like this in real life. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video with YOUSSOUFA MOUKOKO, the youngest wonder kid of the century. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, leave a like on the video, subscribe for more FIFA 18 career mode videos on the channel, follow me on Twitter, the link is in the description, and I'll catch you guys on the very next video.